Hello, and welcome to episode 47 of Nature with You. I am your host, Abby. Today I will be talking to Dior.
Hi, I'm Diyor and I'm based in Maryland. I spend a lot of my time exploring the outdoors in my own way. I've gotten into hiking and traveling more recently, and now it's a part of my routine and something that grounds me. I'm not the typical outdoorsy person, but I've learned that you don't have to fit a certain mold to belong outside, and now I spend my days preaching that online.
Where do you feel most connected to nature?
So I feel most connected to nature in the mountains, and I find it a little bit funny because I didn't grow up anywhere near the mountains. And the first time I ever saw them was when I was about 17, and I went to tour a school in West Virginia University, and
Mhm.
that's the first time I ever saw them in person.
Do you remember any of those feelings when you first saw them or any specific thoughts?
Yes, I knew I just felt like really calm, and I knew this is where I wanted to be. Yeah, because I always used to back then, I used to use Twitter a lot, and I would always and Tumblr, and I would always see these girls outside in nature, like, in the mountains, and I was like, "Oh, I want that to be me." Yeah, when I finally got to the mountains, it felt, like, really I was like, this feels like home."
Yeah. So, did you end up going to school anywhere near the mountains or you just go there on trips?
Just on trips, I ended up going to a community college.
Where have you gone that you've intentionally wanted to see the mountains? You're like, we're going here and we're gonna stand and look at the mountains for a solid 10 minutes without talking.
So, it started with Shenandoah because that's the closest place to me. And I was really young at that time, I wasn't doing too much traveling, so that was the most accessible thing for me, and yeah, I used to go there a lot, do a lot of stop at a lot of the overlooks, do a couple of trails.
Mhm.
Then I didn't have too much hiking experience, so it was a lot harder for me, but now I feel like it's a lot easier.
Why do you think you still wanted to go out there and when you didn't have that experience? Like, how did you get up the, not even courage, but just go for it?
I just told myself that I don't wanna waste my life,
Mm,
and I just wanna live it and have fun, so I just got up and I just went, and
I
I've been
love
doing
that.
that ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like some people might think they have to be more prepared or something to experience nature or even go on a trip. Like you're touching on both of those things with just going somewhere close to you if it's what, is best for you and what you're capable of doing in that moment. And also just doing it because why not? It's not hiking trails are reserved for just those people with all the fancy equipment and stuff. Like I don't
Mhm.
have any of that, but I still enjoy myself. So I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to. It's just you don't you want to experience all these places.
Yeah, and that's why I continue to post videos because I feel like a lot of people feel like they need to be at that level to start either hiking or just being in nature or whatever the case may be. It's not true. You can start with what you have and you'll still be fine.
Do you feel like a lot of people comment on that in your videos or even in your life? They're just like, this has led me to also try new things and not be afraid to push myself.
Yes, I get a lot of comments and DMs like that. And that's the motivation I get to keep posting because sometimes I'm like, I just do not want to post anymore.
Yeah.
But that's the motivation because I know people need to see this.
Yeah. So with your account, is it something that you like to focus on nature, or is it just like your life and nature's just integrated into your life?
I would say I'm more focused on nature. I try to get outside as much as I can, but it is a little bit hard because I work 6 days a week.
Yeah.
But I do try my best to get outside at least once a week.
Yeah. That makes sense. I was listening to an audiobook earlier this week, and I know a lot of people talk about Finland being like the happiest country, or yeah, the happiest country on the world, and they prescribe 5 hours of outdoor activity per month at
Wow.
least. I feel we can all start there. And I've never
Exactly.
even tried to keep track for a month, but I might just try starting tomorrow because tomorrow's May 1st, see how it goes.
That's a great idea. I might do the same.
Yeah, just because I've never paid attention to it before or even thought about it. So I feel like it would be fun. And
Yes.
also push me to increase that number. What other trips have you taken to go see the mountains?
I feel like the first big trip I've done with my friends was Colorado.
Mhm.
And that just changed everything. Like ever since then I knew I need to move out west. And yeah, Colorado, where else? I think that's about it. Yeah, just Colorado and then recently Wyoming.
Yeah, yeah, your all of your content from there looks so beautiful. And I just love when I'm looking at someone being somewhere in the present, but the
Hmm.
weather's completely different. Like you were
Yes.
posting videos where there's snow, and it just makes me think there's all sorts of different climates happening all over the country even. So I appreciated all your content.
Thank you. And I was so surprised. I knew it was gonna be cold, but I did not expect that much snow.
Yeah. Were you prepared with your clothes?
Yes, I was
Okay.
prepared because I knew it was gonna be really cold, but as for snow, I had no idea.
What is your favorite memory of being outside?
So my favorite memory of being outside is actually when my friends and I went to Colorado. And the reason is because that was like the last time all five of us were together.
Yeah.
As we get older, it's hard to align with our schedules. One of my friends is a flight attendant, so of course her schedule is really crazy.
Yeah.
Another friend moved to Delaware, and another friend moved to Thailand. So we're
Oh,
over the place. Yeah, we're all over the place now. So it's hard to get together. So I would have to say Colorado.
do you feel like it being that this trip, this important trip for you guys, it being in a beautiful place, in a nature-focused place, is that important to you all?
Yes, we all love nature, so that's why we all like were able to agree on one place. And
Yeah.
we had a really good time. It was so much fun.
What kind of things did you guys do?
We visited a lot of national parks and we spent a lot of time driving. So we stayed in Colorado Springs. I don't
Mhm.
know if you know where Durango is.
I don't.
It's like on the complete other side.
Okay.
So we were being really spontaneous. We decided to drive down there. It was about like 5 hours, and we ended up getting a hotel in Durango and staying the
Hmm.
night there and coming back the next day. But yeah, it was so much fun. We did a lot of stuff. We pretty much toured Colorado.
Nice. I do love a good road trip. My family took a road trip like around Utah and
Mm.
Arizona after I graduated high school. And yeah, it is a lot of time in the car. And that's when things get real, when you're like, I'm
Yes,
hungry, I'm tired, I'm hot. But then you appear at a beautiful new place. So I love a good road trip, but you really got to go with people who know you.
that is important.
Yeah.
It will show everyone's true colors.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you could go on another road trip, like right now, where would you want to go?
So I've already been to Utah, but for some reason I really want to go back to Utah and do like a Utah slash Arizona trip. I think that would be really fun.
Where did you go when you went there?
I went to Zion National Park.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
we went there. We went there and Bryce Canyon.
yeah, Utah has 5 national parks, so I wanna check out some of the other ones as well.
Yeah, I would love to go back there too. It's so otherworldly, even though it's
It
not,
is.
it's on this world, but it just makes me think of Mars or
Yes. I said the same thing. Since it's so close to
exactly.
Arizona, I figure I would just go there too.
Yeah. I would say if you haven't been to Sedona, I feel like that's a really popular place that maybe people were like, it's so over visited, but I still think it
Mhm.
was really cool. The town itself
Okay.
was really cool to spend time in, and there's a lot of cool shops. And I just remember we had really good breakfast bowls somewhere. I forget where, but I have a photo, and it's just a huge like egg and it's funny the things we remember, but we also did a pink Jeep tour. So my
I've
sister and
seen that.
I went in those, and that was really fun.
How did you like it?
It was cool. I loved like being, we would go up or down and up these
Mhm,
super steep areas, and I was like,
mhm.
are we really gonna make it? We did. So it was fun. Maybe if you get car sick, don't do it, but
Mhm.
I don't. So we had a ball.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list.
Yeah, for sure. And our guide was like so cool and nice and yeah, I had good experience with that.
Yeah, and there's so much to do out there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Since were all your friends like from Maryland that you were
Yes,
talking about and they all moved away?
4 of us went to high school together, and then my other friend, I knew her since kindergarten, and I introduced her to the other 4.
Oh, nice. I'm curious, do you guys have any local nature spots that you would go to a lot? And do they have like special meaning to you guys?
Honestly, no. We used to travel a lot,
Okay.
not like huge trips, but we used to do
Hmm.
like a lot of weekend trips. We've been to the Everglades. Yeah, we did a lot of road trips to places like Philadelphia or Delaware because they're pretty close. But yeah, we did not like to spend time in Maryland. We were like, we want to travel, we want to see the
Yeah,
world. So we tried our best to get out a lot.
that's cool. Did you drive down to the Everglades or did you fly?
We did fly for that one.
Okay. I was gonna say I've driven to Florida a couple times and it is pretty long.
Yeah. And it was like harder to rent a car back then because we were so young.
Oh, yeah.
Whoosh, it was
Yeah.
a hassle.
Yeah. But how were the Everglades? What do you remember most about your time there?
I loved it. Personally, my favorite part was when we did a boat tour because we got to see alligators like up close.
Yeah. Were they like
Yes.
too close?
No, I don't think so. I'm not really scared of animals that much.
Okay.
So I thought it was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't gone down to the Everglades. I've been to Florida a lot, but yeah, I would love to. I personally love like a good boat day. Like I
Mhm.
love just being on the water. So that sounds like a great day.
Yes. And there's a lot to do there as well. I feel
Yeah.
like people like judge the Everglades, but there is a lot to do, and I think it's beautiful and it's worth visiting.
What makes you say that you think people judge the Everglades?
I guess because it's like a swamp, it's
Hmm.
different from a lot of national parks. People are like, it's not worth it or see other ones first. But
Yeah.
I think that because it's different, that's why you should see it because it's something different.
Yeah, that's so true. So, w what do you think are like the hot landscapes that people want to see? Like the things like Utah, like Grand Canyon, and I guess mountains. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely the mountains. And like you said, the Grand Canyon, that's very popular.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. Like you're so right. People I feel like sometimes people just go to check something off and don't actually care that they're seeing something beautiful and something natural. And definitely going to a place with some sort of like stigma, like swampy. I love Shrek. Like I want to go to a swamp.
Then you would love the Everglades.
Yeah, I'm sure I would. I did go down there and saw like a bunch of manatees this
Oh,
past
wow.
winter though. There were like
Okay.
300 or 400 manatees when we were there at Blue something state park. It was just a random state park that my parents found. So that was cool. Manatees are they're just so chill. I would love to be a manatee.
That's so cool. I've never seen one in person before.
They just like float in the water and they're moving so slowly that
Really?
it's so still. Like I sat there and I took a video and then I honestly thought that video was like a picture for a while because they're
Oh.
moving just so slowly down the down the with the flow of the water. And there's so many of them. I'll send you some
Oh.
of the videos I took because they're just really cool and it's like I can watch them and be super calm just because I know they're calm.
Yes, I would love to see that.
Absolutely. Do you have anything else you want to say about that question?
For that question, no, I think, yeah, Colorado was definitely my favorite moment being
Hmm.
outside. And because that was my first time seeing the mountains out west, so that experience was just like almost life-changing for me.
Yeah. Because they are different. I think every part of the country has its beauty for sure, but those mountains I think they're just like stunning and yeah. I think we have more like trees over here that maybe hide the very, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like sharper geometry of it all. So maybe to us it's, oh, it's more cushioned and less intense. So when we go out there, we're like, whoa. When people come over here, they're
Exactly.
probably like, how lush and how green. So that's why I try to see the beauty in everything, even my backyard. But of course, I also want to see so many places.
I'm just trying to appreciate the mountains here
Yeah.
because it is my home, so I should love them equally.
Yeah. Do you have any ways that you're trying to do that yet, or you're just figuring it out?
Soon, since the weather is getting nicer, I do want to start hiking more because
Mhm.
last year it just wasn't a really good year for me. I stopped hiking.
Mhm.
So I do plan to get out more and just try to enjoy the local stuff here.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like if you like look for it, there's probably a nature center like nearby. I didn't realize there was one like 10 minutes from me. And then, funny story, that's where my fiance proposed to me the first time we
Oh,
went there. So it was perfect. But yeah, because they work so hard to have nice trails and have learning integrated in it all. So
exactly.
not just to you, but to everyone listening, find your local nature center and go to it.
Absolutely.
What are some reasons you cannot or do not spend more time outside?
So the main reason for me is my job. Currently, I work 6 days a week, and though I get off super early, it is like a draining job. So
Yeah,
when I come home, I just want to go to sleep. But I told myself that soon I'm gonna try to get outside more, at least once a week. And yeah, mostly my job.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely get that a lot from people who answered this question. We obviously all need money and we need to pay our bills. And so trying to figure out how best to include nature in our daily lives, like it's hard and it takes energy that I normally don't have when I'm done with work. Yeah.
But I am gonna try, even if it's something like maybe like a 15-minute walk, just something just
Yeah.
to get outside and clear my mind.
Yeah. Do you have nice sidewalks and do you at least have some vegetation outside?
Yes, but there is a park that I love. It's in Columbia, Maryland. It's about
Uh-huh.
20 minutes away from me, and I do like to go there. It's a really nice trail, and it has a lake as well.
Oh, nice. How long is the trail? It's
It's
like a
about,
substantial.
yeah, it's about, I would say it's about 2 miles. It's a
Okay,
big
yeah.
circle around the lake. So I usually walk it 2 times if I can.
Is it usually crowded? Do you think people take advantage of it too?
I would say yes, it's usually crowded, but how I do it is I'll plan it because it takes me about 2 hours to do it 2 times. So
Mm.
I'll plan it so I'll finish right when the sun sets. And like
Oh,
yeah, once I'm about an hour in, everyone starts leaving anyway, so it's okay.
nice, nice. Do you ever feel like you don't want to do that just because you're a woman?
Yeah, sometimes the people I do run into on the trail are usually nice. At the same time, you do have to be realistic and be honest with yourself. Like, it isn't safe, but I still go anyway. And I just text somebody before I go, hey, I'm going to be at
Yeah.
this park. I usually send my mom my location just to be safe.
I think it's something that like we definitely have to think about that like
Mhm.
men definitely don't think about. And I've appreciated hearing what other people do just to feel that sense of security, but also still be curious and be explorative and enjoy that time as with as little stress as possible. What would you say to somebody who's going through that same thing that you're going through?
Like, how would I encourage them to get outside?
Yes.
So I would say that it's no pressure. You don't have to be hiking for 5 hours.
Yeah.
You can just go outside of your neighborhood. You don't even have to drive. Just go for a walk. It can be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But I feel like going for walks really helps clear your head.
Mhm.
So just try to get outside in your neighborhood and try not to make it like a high pressure thing. Oh, I have to go
Yeah.
out. Just try to enjoy it. And yeah.
That's true. Low stress. Yeah, it should just be
Mhm.
a fun thing that makes you feel better. Exactly. Cool. When you were growing up, did you go to parks a lot? Was going outside a big part of your childhood as well?
Yes, so luckily I grew up in a time period where kids still played outside
Yeah.
because I was born in 1998. So that was actually my favorite childhood memory. Me and my friends, we always used to ride our bikes like every
hmm
single day. We would go outside. We had a lake in our neighborhood and we would go there. And the other our next door neighbors, they would always catch like frogs. They would have the tanks for them. So they would
Nice.
catch frogs, tadpoles, and all different types of things.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had so much fun as a kid. I loved going outside.
I feel like we almost sound, oh, these dang kids, they don't do anything. But honestly, I don't see that many kids play outside. And I feel like my sister and I were constantly outside, or like our parents were making us go outside. And I feel
Yes.
like that doesn't happen as much. Or maybe I'm just not, I'm just seeing what I want to see.
I don't think it happens that much, and it's sad because it's so much fun playing outside.
I know, and it really leads to like creativity and being more imaginative
Mhm.
because we were like creating stew out of mud and whatever we found. There were like the skimmer bugs all over our
Oh my
creek, and we
God.
would try to catch them or crayfish
Yes,
even. Like just getting our hands dirty. And I feel like that helps with being less afraid of like wild animals later or even
that is
insects.
true. That's true.
Yeah. Do you feel like that, like, did you touch a lot of like things, I guess, when you were little?
Honestly, I let my friends do that. I did like to be around them and watch them.
Yeah, yeah. There's always something interesting to see because you're like, what would
Mhm.
happen if we put these two frogs in the same container or whatever? Yeah, it's just like asking really weird questions, doing little science experiments at the same time.
Yes, and it was really cool, like, seeing the tadpoles develop into frogs. I like that
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, I feel like my school, we did like a project where we like kept track of them.
We did that too.
When you were in school, were there any other projects like that, like you can remember being like, oh yeah, this is cool, like science is awesome?
Not many projects, no, but there is a trip that we did take. I don't know if you heard of Camp Schmidt?
I haven't heard of that. What is it?
So it's a trip that the 5th graders take. I don't know if they're still doing it, but that honestly is what made me really like nature and really getting outdoors. So
Mhm.
it's a one night overnight trip that we took. I forgot what part of Maryland, but we stayed in like a little campground and we did zip lining,
Ooh,
made s'mores, all that type of stuff. It was so much fun.
that does sound fun. Oh my gosh, just thinking of like fifth grade and you're with your besties and like your crush
Yes.
or whatever. Oh, that was probably like such a great time and really
Mhm.
like a core memory, probably.
Yes, and I hope they're still doing it for the kids because they would love it.
What is something you want people to know about nature?
The main thing I want people to know about nature is that you don't need to be experienced to enjoy it. You don't need to be, a pro hiker or whatever. I would want people to know, just again, start with what you have. So the trail that's like right by your house. Stop by there one day and visit and check it out. And don't be afraid.
And I feel like with that mindset, you can experience something that'll surprise you. And I feel like you end up surprising yourself too with what you're capable of. So I feel like just trying new things in general is great, but especially in nature, only good things can happen.
Exactly. I agree.
What do you know about climate change?
I know that we are being affected because I will see videos online of the Arctic is melting
Mhm.
and stuff like how it will be like really hot in the middle of October or really cold in April, as we can see. So I know we are being affected.
Yeah. Do you think it's affected you in your daily life? And if so, how?
I would say it has affected my daily life here in Maryland with the weather because like it's cold now in April. Usually it's not this cold. I feel like a couple days ago it was like freezing.
Yeah,
And it makes it hard for people to, like, get outside or even just not even, like, for nature purposes, just 'cause to get outside to go to the grocery store, they just wanna
right.
stay in. But, yeah, that's how it has affected me.
Yeah. No, I agree. The weather patterns these past 2 months in
Mhm.
Maryland, maybe everywhere, but obviously we're here, have been crazy. There was the one week that it was like 80 and then it was freezing and then it was raining and it was like we had all the seasons
Yes.
like over a weekend. And I was like, if we are this affected, like how are all of the
Mm.
plants? And because I know a lot of people plant things around this time. I interviewed someone who was a landscaper and then a native plant gardener, and they
Oh,
were like talking about plants and how much they're affected. And I feel like I don't think about plants enough. I don't, I take plants for granted. But yeah, just thinking about how they're also affected too. It's crazy.
it is. My mom likes to garden, and she did tell me she hasn't been able to grow anything yet.
Okay, so usually she does have stuff ready by now and it's not. Okay. What does she like to grow?
She does like tulips and stuff, but as for produce,
Mm,
she does do peppers and yeah, mostly just peppers.
nice. Have you had any of her peppers that she's grown?
I tried it once. They were pretty good.
They are they better than store-bought? Because your mom grew them,
Yes.
so you gotta say yes.
Yes, they are much better.
I just planted some actually,
Oh
some
wow.
peppers. I've never grown my own food yet, so hoping these work out, but I have stuff to learn.
You have to let me know how it goes.
I absolutely will. Yeah, I don't know if you watch TV or sh streaming at all, but on Netflix they just released a series. It's like a mini series called This Is a Gardening Show with
Mm,
Zach Galifianakis. He's in The Hangover, if you've seen that. It was so good, and the episodes are like 15 minutes, and it
okay.
urged me to plant those peppers because
Oh,
it was
wow.
it was like a basically like a gardening show, obviously, but they basically went through some easy ways to get involved with gardening or composting, and then it was also funny just because of the nature of the guy who's in it. So I was very entertained by it, and I finished it in all in one sitting
Oh
because
wow.
yeah. So definitely would recommend to you and to anybody listening. It's a good show.
It just
And
gave me something to watch.
exactly. And maybe it'll inspire you to plant something.
Yes.
Get your hands dirty, which we all need to do.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to the episode. Hope you enjoyed.